All right, we are back. We are back on that grind for that pancake plane. We're most of the way to the first mark of distinction, so I think I'm gonna probably finish the rest of that out, and then maybe when that's done, maybe switch over to some tanks. Maybe try out the 10.5 centimeter Tiger again. Also, this Flak Panzer 341. I've never really been one to play much anti-air, but they have for some reason recently decided to give this thing a pretty high penetration AP round. So this could be pretty good considering it's got some pretty decent frontal armor. It's not bad. It's got a medium tank hull, so could be fun. But for now, we're gonna throw it into the F5 to start, and then if we end up uh, not knowing what plane we want to play, we've just got a little wheel to spin, so we can give that a try later on to see what we're gonna play next. But I'll leave that for later. But yeah, for now we can just get into it. And today we've trying out a different user skin. We got the Swiss one on there. This they have a nice logo. That's it's gonna really help the aesthetics. So yeah, it's nice to have. It'll be a big plus. Starting off on Pyrenees. All right, what tier are we hopping into? We've got Phantom 2, so that is a full up tier with the F4J. See where our team goes. I think maybe I'll try going off to the right this time and looping around. Don't necessarily want to head straight in when it's a full up tier. Hopefully you guys had a good Halloween, had a good spoopy season. Guess we're making our way into turkey time now. Okay. So I've got a few F4s to head in with, so hopefully we don't get too badly swarmed as we turn in. It's maybe a little early to turn in, but we can go a little bit further with this F4. I guess that MiG-21's going ahead to turn in. Maybe they can bait everybody out for us. And yeah, it looks like most of them are making their way into the middle, so I guess I'll start to turn in now. Maybe hop onto this MiG-21. It's another one. See if we can intercept. See if they want to turn fight. Hopefully they do. Getting a little sleepy. That's okay. We'll pull back on the throttle. I think they can occasionally outturn us, MiG-21s, but we just have such better energy retention in these maneuvers that they just can't maintain it nearly as long as we can. There we go, that'll do it. The aim is usually off on the first couple matches of the day, but we got there. Okay, so we've got a couple other MiG-21s. It's looking like this one wants to do some dogfighting. We are getting a little slow. Just barely couldn't get that shot off. Looks like we do need to worry about this MiG-23 as well. So, oh, two MiG-23s, okay. This may be a little more than we can handle turn fighting on our own, so we may have to rely on a bit of head-ons here. There we go, we got him. Got the pilot. Ooh, just barely avoided that mountain surface. Oh no, Su-25 coming in, and an F4. Okay, well this is probably going to be it. I don't know if there's too much that we can really do about this. We'll just keep flaring. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we're going to survive that. Yeah, and we're one of the last ones on our team, but we got two of them. Took two of them with us, got a pilot snipe. Pretty good first game. We'll go ahead and hop into the next one. Yeah, there's just not all that much you can do, and you just get swarmed like that. It is a little rough. Okay, what are we hopping into this time? Oh, we got a Swiss F5E, an actual Swiss F5E. I guess we've got the user skin on, but is this the same? No, it's not quite the same. We've got the number 8 on the nose. They've got 77, but it's close. And another full up tier. Okay. Guess we won't go too far off to the left this time, since this is a bigger map. But we'll try to keep it low, avoid the radar missiles. What have we got? Only Americans and Germans on our team. They've got quite a few other nations. Hopefully the American teams at this tier these days is hopefully they're good, but sometimes they can just be absolute garbage. At least back in the day when the game was a lot newer, American teams would just get wiped so easily. It was like German and Japanese teams would just kill everything. Looks like we're mostly Germans though. I guess there's been lots of people picking up these MiGs and other things on sale. Makes sense. I mean, this one is the regular tree variant, but I did decide to slap a talisman on it while they had the eagle sail going. I think I might start to turn in here since it looks like there's some action going on over here. A couple Harriers to worry about. I don't. Yeah, I guess we're at the tier where the Harriers will probably be carrying some all aspect stuff, so we should probably be pre-flaring for some of those. We got a hit. Ooh, that was so close. That looked like a enemy Mirage, maybe one of the Magic 2s. Oh yeah, they're going down. Okay, so maybe we'll snag an assist on that one, we'll see. Another Harrier to worry about. Mirages, oh no, never scratch that, other Harrier. We do still have the Mirage to worry about though. They fired off a couple missiles. They could be carrying radars, but hopefully that means they've used up their Magic 2s. Yeah, it is the premium. Possibly pick that up on the sale. We do need to start getting our speed up again. Don't want to be too vulnerable since it looks like there's another Mirage heading in. But being able to at least get rid of one of these would be really nice. They're probably going to be flaring too much for us to use our missiles. Well, guess they're down. Maybe we can just snag in a finish off there just to get something, since it looks like our team is doing all right. And at least in a full up tier, there's not going to be as many opportunities to use our missiles. I'm not sure what that MiG-23 fired off there, if it was an IR or a radar. It looked like maybe a radar since it kind of smacked into the ground. Looks like they do want to go for a turn fight. Oh, there we go. Got the elevator crit in the snapshot. We'll try to line up. See if we can't finish them off. They are going to be able to just run away. Yeah, we may not be able to get the finish here unless they start turning, which it looks like they are. Maybe we can get away with that. Are they paying attention? No. Okay. Got him. Time to go back in, help out some of these other teammates. How are we doing on numbers? Oh, it's actually pretty neck and neck. They might actually have the edge now. Maybe we shouldn't have used our other missile back there to snag something, but gotta get that pancake score somehow for the challenge. It's so tempting to pull up for that Mirage, but that MiG-23 is just right there. Could still have an R-24. Can try to slip in now. Although the Phantom is also coming. Okay, Phantom down. See if we can't slip in for the Mirage as well. Okay, we'll go air brakes out. Flaps. And we're going to need to cut underneath. Oh, we are out of countermeasures. Shoot. Oh, there we go. R60. Ah, that was close. It would have been really nice to get that Mirage. Guess I need to be more careful about using countermeasures on this thing. I don't know if I've ever had a match in this where I've run out of them before. Yeah, how many do we get? Only 45. That's not actually that many. Okay, yeah, I'll have to be more careful about that. But that is all right. We can just hop into another one here in a sec. Yeah, we can queue up for another. Almost have this F8E. I don't know what I want to go for. Maybe the F105, but I guess we have to get this other bomber first. Can do maybe one or two more on the F5 here and then hop over to something else. Ooh, this map. This is the one we got the ace on yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Could have maybe been 6 if since there was one guy there where we got a maneuver kill on them, but we didn't get the credit. But that's okay. Maybe we can get another ace going this time. We'll see. What have we got? 11.3, 11.7. Looks like maybe not quite a full up tier then, possibly. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's at 12, but I'm also not seeing anything that's at 10.7, so could be somewhere in there. Full up tier is still possible, I guess. Nice music to get pumped up. Zoom in here. Get below the radar. We're just gonna burst everybody's eardrums in all of these houses. That'll wake them up. That, just in case they slept through their alarm. Let's see. We've got a couple of these premium. I think. Yeah, at least this Lazur one I think is a premium. Let's see. That's another premium guy. That's another one. Yeah, people picking up stuff for the sales probably. Let's see, how are any of these guys fresh to the game? Oh no, that guy's been around. That guy's been around a while. What about you? You a new guy? Oh, you're pretty new. You're fairly new. Still have some fresh blood coming in. See what this F4 does. Maybe we can intercept them here. Really? Oh, nope, they're dead. Guess they were too juicy of a target for the rest of the team to ignore. I don't blame them. Ooh, enemy F5. That's something that'll probably be up for. Oh, they're dead. Okay. Yeah, that was maybe a premium one. Maybe they're not used to avoiding compression. More enemies drop. Oh yeah, we've already got 4 of them without losing any, so team's doing well so far. I don't know why there's an F5 all the way up there. This thing doesn't get any. Maybe it's one of the higher tier F5s that gets radar missiles, or maybe it gets something else fancy. Huh, where are all these enemies at? Where'd they go? Are they just all up high? Yeah, we've made it onto their side of the map, so they should be here. I mean, I'm not in that fast of a plane. This is an A10. Yes, there was an A10, I guess. Huh. Yeah, this is really, really weird. But that looks like something. That looks like something we can go for. Well, I don't know if we can catch it, but whatever it is, but... Oh wait, did the pumpkin diddler just... I think it said they shot a Mighty Mouse and blew up an R-24. Isn't the Mighty Mouse an unguided rocket, I thought? I could have sworn. I guess they fired a volley of unguided rockets and blew up a missile? As usual, War Thunder Chat is being War Thunder Chat. Never know what they're gonna get into. Never know what slurs are gonna appear. Surprised we're still catching this MiG-23. What was that? It says there's an enemy somewhere. Okay, it's just a bot. Those little bots on the radar always freak me out, thinking that they're a player. Okay, MiG-23's down. Got our one. What else can we get into? Looks like there's something spewing some tracers over this way. Although maybe that was one of the ZSUs. And yeah, maybe that's the wreckage of that A-10 that just got shot down by one. It could be. But we'll check it out, see if there's more. Yeah, it looks like there's still some tracers going, so maybe there's another enemy over here as well. That F5 back there is a little far. I think there's some other teammates over that way that'll probably get him. Oh, missiles. Heading in. Oh, enemy 10. Okay. And they're down. Well, dang. That's rough. Guess we can check their forward airbase. Maybe I'll turn my afterburner off so I don't run low on fuel. Lower the throttle a little bit. See if anybody's going back to land. Somebody's bringing out the blind hunts to try to find the last... Oh yeah, is that the last guy? Okay. Guess we're not going to find anybody here then. Might as well just go full afterburner for this guy since they'll probably... Oh, no, they crashed. Okay. I think the music's maybe a little loud. I'm gonna And maybe turn that down a bit. That is okay. Okay, well we got the F5E, or F8E, sorry. Guess we could finish off this F104C. I don't know how much I really want this guy though. So, I do want the F105D. But I guess we can just start throwing things towards some of these other planes. Guess we'll just throw something into the F4C. Unlocked a new upgrade tier for that guy. Nice. Getting some good matches so far. Where are we at on that pancake plane progress? Ooh, almost there. Maybe we'll do one or two more of these and then switch it up to another plane. Okay. Out on Spain. Let's see. At least 11.7 so far. Is it a full up tier? Could be, but not seeing any 12s. Oh, gonna check my Discord real quick. Let me see, I might just mute that notification sound while I chat it up here real quick while we're on our way in. Okay, no enemy spotted yet. Nobody up high. Maybe we can head in on one of these F4s here. F4s or F5s. A lot of F5s, actually. At least that's something that we can mostly keep speed with and turn with. If it's just one of us. Ooh, Kiffer, that's something to worry about. All right. Let's see if we can grab one of these guys. Oh, MiG-23 got that one. Just dodge these missiles. We turn our afterburner off so we can get some extra turn time here. What is that? Is that another MiG? No, another F5. There's a lot of F5s here. Oh, that was close. Okay, yeah, we actually have to make sure to use flaps and air brakes here. Oh, that's one of the fancy F5s. Higher BR ones. I don't know if there's a lot that we can do here. Oh no. It's a little hard to dogfight with a plane that's just the same as you, but a little better. That's okay. Can hop into one more of these. Moscow, nice snow map. Keep our engines cold. Let's see, we got a Jaguar. Is that one of the like premium marketplace ones? Oh yeah, event vehicle. 11.7 and full up tier. Okay. As usual, we'll just head off to the left. Do have some launch warnings, so probably want to stick as close to the ground as we can. Can start to turn a little bit just so we can maybe notch any. Oh, there's an F4, so maybe we actually want to not turn that way to kind of pre-notch. And they're down. So we can head up into the middle. Oh, Okay, we'll try to avoid anything that comes in. I guess that wasn't going for us. Can we get an intercept on this F4? Looks like no. Maybe this AV8 could be interesting. Unless it crashes. AMX, that's definitely something that we can take out if we can turn our way over there before they get taken out by the swarm. Got a hit. Oh yeah, there they go. Got him. That's pretty cinematic. Okay, we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into in the furball. More F4s, probably with some radar missiles to worry about. Let's see. This could be a little dangerous. I guess if it's... Oh, well, no. I guess it's a 2v3, counting this F5 here. Try to avoid this. Pull in. To get out of their guns. Loop around. Try to head back down on top. Oh, okay, they're gonna crash. I don't know why there's been so many people just crashing their planes at this tier lately. I don't know if it's just people getting premiums and stuff, but a lot of them have been in like regular tree planes. Like I think that F4S is part of the regular tree. I don't think that's a premium. So if they have that, they've probably been playing for a while. Guess since there's almost nobody left, there's not much harm in using a missile. Try that and that. Nope, they flared those. If they are going to pull in. Could try to get a shot off here. No dice. Oh, but hits. It's a little hard to hit them when they're pulling away like that. We only got a rudder hit. Looks like that's not too serious for them. They are still faster. Can try to take another pot shot or two. Ooh, got him. Nice. There's our second. We can check the forward airbase and see if there's anybody over this way. Do we have a blind hunt? No. Okay, now we are out of blind hunts. Ooh, that looks like a guy. That looks like somebody we can maybe dogfight. MiG-21. Hopefully they'll turn with us. They're going to go for a head-on. I'm going to try to avoid that. But I will absolutely try to turn with them if possible. They're going to go for it. Nice. Okay, so we can pop air brakes. Just roll under them. Make sure we stay out of their guns. We can go up and take them over. Go ahead and use takeoff flaps. Even though I think there are some cases where they turn better, we just have way better energy retention. And so we can just keep this up a lot better than they can. Might actually try to just go full landing flaps here. We're just going to generate energy at low speed better, and so we should be able to just keep this up. We'll go ahead and pull off the throttle a little, just to try to keep backing up and getting behind them. Almost behind them now. Go ahead and lower the throttle a little bit more. Almost there. And there we go. Got him? They did a pretty good job trying to stay back. But there we go, topping the team. Got another upgrade. Okay. So I think I might have to go here in a little bit, but I think I've got time for one or two more. So we can go ahead and try spinning the wheel and see what we want to fly for these last one or two matches here. And looks like it's the Hunter F-58. Okay. That's a pretty fun one. So coincidentally, we are using our Swiss user skin. This is a Swiss plane. So we're just going to keep up the Swiss theme here. This thing's got also very good maneuverability, kind of like the F5. I guess we don't have an afterburner at 9.3, which is a little rough. Our missiles are okay. They're kind of like an AIM-9B, but a bit faster, and so that does help. But they still cannot pull very well. So that is a pretty significant downside. But definitely still a very fun plane at this tier. Not the best, but it's a good time. Sorry if I'm gonna crunch on a couple of whoppers here. Okay. I guess we'll take the drop tank since this thing does not carry very much fuel. Alright. What tier are we at here? Let's see, we're at least up to 10. Yeah, looks like 9 to 10. Could be worse, I guess. But not ideal. Especially since we had no afterburner and no countermeasures. So that is a little rough. Although I am curious how this 10.01 flies, since it's it's got the countermeasures. I think other than that, it's basically the same as this one though. It seems like that would be so rough to have to take that up that high. And this is one of the later models of the Hunter where they have these bulbous little bulges on the nose, kind of underneath the air intakes. Since I think it was a problem from the exhaust of the guns, um, and the ejected casings going into the air intakes. So they added those little pods to catch all that. Although it looks like there's a couple little ports next to them, so maybe those little ports allow the gases to get out and they just catch the casings. Got an F-105. I'm going to try to avoid any head-ons. Can let that guy get to his bombing target, but maybe we'll pull around and see if they'll be willing to get into a turn fight when they're done dropping. Sorry if there's that beep in the background. That was my dryer. Saturday's usually a good laundry day. Ooh, just barely missed that. My bad. Oh, nice. That Harrier got him. Oh, yeah, they've got the SRAM, so it must be that. I think it's a premium British one. Looks like we'll be heading towards some more maneuverable planes. I'm especially worried about that F-106. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my drop tanks, since I think we've got enough fuel to probably finish it out. I think these ones are just rear aspect, I'm pretty sure, but we can try that, since I don't think that guy has countermeasures. Nice. That got him. Okay, so we'll head over to this. I know there's another Su-17 this way, but I guess we'll try to help this lightning, I think. There's a Harrier heading towards that other Su-17. We did see another crash, another F-106, but I guess that thing can be hard to get the hang of and lose a lot of speed, so I guess that one's a little more understandable. Ah, missed the snapshot again. This could be a good opportunity for a missile if we can get close enough. Oh no, they're on fire anyway. All right. Su-7, that's definitely a good missile target. Oh, there's a B-66. How did they even survive that long? I'm surprised. Guess they're probably a little high up for us to make it up there. Looks like these are the last few left. The MiG and these two. We just lock up a little too much at high speed to make that snapshot. That's a bummer. Guess we can try to go for this B-66, even though our climb rate isn't really the best. But we can make an attempt, I guess. We're actually not that far away. And I don't think that guy has any countermeasures, so maybe it's actually a good target for us. If we can just pop up here, get maybe 2.5 kilometers away to get the missile off. Okay, they are going to turn. Could give us a good opportunity to actually make the snapshot this time. And we did not, but that was my bad. Can't blame it on the plane locking up that time. Okay, let's see if we can't just get the missile off here. There we go. Yeah, that's a situation where it does actually help a lot to have the missile be faster than the standard AIM-9B. And there's just the one guy left. I think they were pretty far away, so I think we can just strafe a few ground targets here before we head into the next one. Just get a little bit slower so we're not locking up, trying to make the shots on these. There we go. There we go. Got a few pillboxes out of that. We got two. That was pretty good match. Oh, there's that last guy. Oh, maybe we should have stayed over there then. We could have maybe gotten them. Oh well. Pillboxer should get us some good score for the Pancake guy. Oh, we're almost there. Yeah, I think I'll do maybe one more after this one, and then that should get us about there. All right. Guess that's our last upgrade tier for this guy. And that gives us some research towards this F-104. I'm just curious how these high tier F-104s do. So I don't particularly like the 9.31, but these ones seem like there's got to be something that they have other than just getting better missiles, but we'll see. Maybe we should actually be researching this plane to get the research bonus whenever we have this one out. Yeah, I'll set that on there. But for the time being, we will spin the wheel and see what the snail chooses for us to fly. And it has chosen the MiG-23, it looks like. Okay. Guess we will bring that guy out. We flew a couple matches in this guy yesterday. Gonna munch on a couple more whoppers here. Get that blood sugar up. Guess we're at 12.0, so only a slight up tier. Mostly down tier. All right, let's get into the chat early. Make sure everybody's got their spines lined up. I'm just going to keep my radar off going in just to be a little stealthier. That killer crazy guy, he's dedicated. He's playing War Thunder on the floor. And he's got that premium. He can't afford a chair, but he can afford that plane. I guess that means he's got his financial priorities in order. You give money to the snail god, and the snail god will give it back tenfold, as they say. All right, about to pass the parallel, past the front. We may be able to pop up and shoot some. That guy looks like he's on fire already, but we may be able to pop up and radar missile some of these guys. Oh, that F5 got so close. Oh my gosh, that guy was stealthy. Can try to avoid these guys. Wow, that got hectic very quickly. Can try to pull in and make another pass. Guess we don't need to worry about being stealthy now. We can turn our radar on. Try to get the lock. And catch up a little more. Taking a little while to fully lock here. Come on, radar. Don't want to overshoot at this point. And we may just have to take the gunshot. Looks like we got him though. And there's another F5 missile coming in. Avoid that. Let's turn. Avoided their guns, nice. And we're just going to go down. Keep our speed up. Try to lock on to this F4 here. And oh, they got us. Must have been a radar missile. Yeah, too late to get a lock with our other R-24. Okay, well, call it for that one, but I can queue up for maybe, I think one more. I think one more should do it. Could always use one more. Where are we at on our pancake score? Ooh, so close. Yeah, we got to do one more to finish it off. Get low to the water, go our maybe 2% afterburner. Another 12.0. Yeah, 11 to 12. That's still pretty good for us. Guess there's just a lot of 11 to 12s going today. Okay, let's see. Not seeing anybody yet. I think I'll just keep my radar off in case anybody else is looking on their end. But I think we'll just head over to this left base and we'll just loop around, try to kill anybody we run into on the flank. Should have enough speed to do that, since we should be one of the fastest, if not the fastest plane in the lobby. Yeah, there's a bunch of them crossing over into the middle there. So we'll go ahead and start flanking around. F5s and Mirages at the back. Oh yeah, we've got some friends coming in to join us. Got another MiG-23 to team up with here. See if we can find some good targets for the R-24. This JA looks interesting. Maybe this F5 though as well. We'll see what we can. Oh no, we are locking onto the JA then. If we can get the full lock, that would be great. Looks like we are not going to in time. But that is okay. That thing can turn so fast. It's crazy. Okay, maybe the A10 then. We'll just keep the lock. Ooh, dang. Darn, we did not get one that time. Okay, well, as we say, can always use one more. So we'll queue up for one last one. Should we spin the wheel again, perhaps? I think we should, since we did play the MiG-23 yesterday. Ooh, C205, C3, this little spaghetti plane. I'm definitely up for that. Let's see. What crew do I have this guy? Is it this one? Yeah. This is a very, very good plane at 4.7. A very solid plane. Climbs well, turns well, rolls pretty well. It's got a great armament. Just all around, just pretty solid at just about everything. Energy retention's pretty good. Gonna crunch on these whoppers. Okay. .3. Okay, 5.3 is not a bad BR to be at for this. If I'm not mistaken, this plane, I think this plane has the same DB605 engine as the BF109s. So it's got pretty similar climb and speed performance to those. But it's got a little bit wider wings, so I think the turn time is generally better. The roll rate is maybe a bit lower. But overall, I think overall I may prefer these to the BF109s. Okay. Making our way up to altitude. We got a few trails up there. Most of those I think are probably bombers. Yeah, B-17s. Keep our climb speed around 250. No, don't need to be pulling that up. Maybe I'll have some Italian food for dinner today. This puts me in the mood. I could really go for some Alfredo pasta. Maybe like those Costco ones you can heat up. Those are so good. I could definitely go for that right now. I don't think I have anything close by that really sells an equivalent. But if anybody out there knows, let me know. Could be interesting to go for some of those B-17s, but I think I would prefer to get into some dogfights. That J2M is definitely a big threat up here. They have very good high altitude engine performance. Yeah, that VB, J2M, and Corsair are all pretty dangerous planes. I think maybe I'll try to go in on this Corsair if it'll let me. And if it doesn't, then maybe the J2M. If we can get it to go down on us and maybe get into a dogfight. I don't actually know if we can outturn it, but I guess we can find out. Try to get ourselves set up for this. Looks like they're going to try to keep their energy up. That's probably the smart move. Yeah. Well, I guess we got the B-17s to go for. If they're going to let us. Since it looks like they're starting to turn back. Although the J2M is going to be following up very shortly after we make this pass. Okay, nice. Got the pilot. Okay, so in that case, I guess we'll start turning. Try to keep our energy up as we pull some jukes as much as we can. I don't actually know if we're capable of outmaneuvering a J2M like this, but I guess we're going to find out. Oh no, looks like we're not. Okay, well, we can queue up for another one. Guess that's good to know. The smart move for that situation is probably just to dive away from the J2M. Since they do lock up at high speed. I think we probably do in this as well, but they may not lock up quite as much. Oh, nice. Looks like we got our first mark of distinction. Got our Pancake plane decal and our little Wanna Believe poster. So I guess now that we've made that milestone, I may call it there for today, and I'll catch you guys another time. Hope you guys have a good weekend, have a good turkey month, and I'll catch you around.